What's going on, guys? It is an absolutely beautiful day out here at the property. Gonna go over to the RV real quick to what the hell is going on? Hey, what the hell are you guys doing out here? Get off my property! What's going on, guys? Welcome to a very special video. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing this very cool compact mid-profile Alliance Avenue, model number 32RLS. And with me today, I have the owners of this beautiful fifth wheel.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
You guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Will.
And I'm Jen. And we have a YouTube channel called Will and Jen, easy to remember, and we document our travels and just kind of give RV tips and stuff. And we're also the other half of the Matt's RV Reviews team, so we help out with doing the reviews on that channel.
That's right.
I was going to say, you guys have a guest inside of your fifth wheel right now. I'm going to poke his head. And there's Matt.
Yep.
That's right.
All right, so we're going to take a look at your fifth wheel. And we are the only YouTube channel for RVs that points out 65 things we don't like and 3 things that we do like. So we're going to start this video in 5, 4. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Well, before we kick it off, let's take a look at the numbers. All right, so as Will works his way around, the door sticker on this truck is 2,800 pounds. Is that what we saw? 2,800 pound?
Yeah, I think so.
So we got a 2,800 pound cargo capacity on this Denali 2500 HD. You are thinking of getting a dually, aren't you?
We are, yeah. I think we'll upgrade the truck. It's right on the line with those numbers. You know, we're probably okay. Sometimes we might be a little bit over, but we really feel it a lot. So we kind of want more of a buffer.
No, and yeah, looking at the numbers, looking at the weight, this is a relatively light fifth wheel overall.
Yeah.
And the amount transferred plus their weight is, like you said, right borderline on those numbers. If you need some advice on trucks, I know a YouTube channel you could watch off.
Well, thank you.
Anyways, let's start by looking at the numbers on this unit. So this Alliance Avenue is going to have a gross vehicle weight rating of 13,995 pounds. It's going to have a cargo capacity of 3,087 pounds. This thing has a crazy high cargo capacity. The dry weight is 10,848 pounds. So, you know, if you don't load it up too much, you're actually okay where you're at.
Right.
You know,
and we don't load it up much. So
yeah,
we try to be careful.
Most units that have this type of gross vehicle weight rating typically are going to have like a 1,400 pound cargo capacity. So because your cargo capacity is over double that,
right?
Yeah, you rarely are going to have that much weight transferred up front unless you just have like an entire gym or something up front that I'm about to
Right, no, we don't have that.
See. Okay, well, no, the numbers look pretty good on this. We're going to walk around and start from the inside and then work our way out. Before we do that, I can see that this RV has a Curt Rotaflex. If you don't know, Lippert or LCI purchased Curt, and Curt now is the brand name for a lot of their towing products, like their hitches and their pin boxes and stuff like that. So that's why you see it say the Curt Rotaflex. And if you don't know how that works, essentially it's a rubber bushing right there, and it rocks and it helps kind of dampen some of the chucking, some of the road vibration from the truck to the trailer. I see you guys also have the Curt A16. It's a 16,000 pound rated fifth wheel hitch, and it is a slider as well.
It is, yeah. We do love that hitch.
Has it worked out good for you?
That hitch has worked out really well for us, yeah.
Okay,
yeah, we've only had to use a slider once, and I probably didn't need it, but it's always nice to have it in a short bed.
Very good. I see some tires back here.
Yeah, we ran over a couple nails. We ran over 2 of these have nails in them, and then we got a replacement. The third one, I got the wrong size replacement tire, so I got to take that back.
Oh, okay. You know, I know some tires that you might like. All right, coming around, it looks like you guys have the ground control auto leveling system. Ground control is the electric version of their auto leveling system. The way you can tell is the square legs up front. Square legs are electric, round legs are hydraulic. Is this the auto leveling? Yep.
It is.
I see the 2 jacks in the back, and this is the 4-way system.
Correct.
All right, let's hop inside of this Alliance Avenue 32RLS. Of course, with Azdel. That's a feature that Alliance puts on all of their units. Azdel is a composite sidewall material that basically is impervious to delamination.
Jen.
Let's kind of pan through here and see what's going on.
Hey guys, Jen, is this the accessory that you need from etrailer.com?
Oh my gosh.
Purchase the best way to buy RV accessories.
What were you looking at, by the way? What specific
No.
accessory? No, I appreciate that, guys. eTrailer is my channel sponsor, so please support them if you can. All right, Will.
Yeah.
So now that we're inside of this beautiful fifth wheel, honestly, right off the bat, the colors in here, the lightness, man, it just feels airy. It feels like the Airstream of fifth wheels.
Thank
You know,
you.
just very, very airy. It's just really, really nice on the inside. I definitely appreciate that. So what drew you to this specific product? What drew you to the Alliance Avenue specifically, considering there's so many other brands, so many different models out there?
Yeah, I think the ownership behind the company, you know, we know a lot of the different owners of manufacturers, but the Alliance owners and management team and everything, they always try to put their best foot forward, do what's right, build a good product. Doesn't mean they're perfect. You know, obviously there's always things we're working through in the RV industry. They definitely try to stand behind their product. That was important to us. And then specifically with the Avenue, you know, these colors and the build quality and everything was what really drew us to it.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely beautiful. And Alliance is a phenomenal brand. They put a lot of love into their units. Is it going to be perfect? Well, I don't think any RV out there is perfect. You could hop into a $5 million Prevost,
Yes.
right? And you're probably going to see some problems with it. And the fact is, it comes to aftercare. It comes to how they treat you when you do have a problem.
That's right. And when we were at the shows, actually, Matt and I talked to some of the chassis people at Prevost and stuff, and that was one of their big things is you know, things will still go wrong even at $2-3 million, and so service is important, you know, after, because even they're not perfect.
Oh, you're absolutely right. So moving on, how comfortable is that chair, Matt?
It's a little stressful because my SD card isn't working. We just shot a 45-minute episode with JD, so...
Is it really not working?
Yes, it's not working, but the chair is very comfortable.
Okay, so we'll probably have to work around that conversation a little bit. So you have a booth and a freestanding dinette all in one. You have a booth on this side and 2 freestanding chairs on this side.
Very cool feature about this dinette, Jen, if you don't mind showing the seat.
Yeah, this is cool. The bottom of this booth actually is like an ottoman, so you can pull it out into the living room, and then it has storage inside it.
Oh, that is
So if
super
you're not
cool.
We'll pull
using
it over there by the trifold so you can kind of prop your legs up a
Yeah.
little bit.
Has anybody been mid-conversation walking backwards and they go to sit down at the dinette to find the booth has been pulled out over there? Not yet.
I'm just waiting for that to happen.
Good news, America. The SD card is up. Make sure you check out Matt's RV reviews to see us review JD's unit, and we give him 3 things we like and 3 things we don't like about his Brookstone.
Yep, we're going to get to the 64 things we don't like after this.
Yeah.
But I love this window. This window is huge, and it's significantly taller than that window over there. So everyone, envision this in your head. It's nighttime. This beautifully lit RV is all lit up. You're parked next to this beautiful scenery. This window's wide open. You're walking by, and Matt walks across it in his underwear.
No, Will, what are these windows? They're special windows,
Atrium
right?
windows?
Atrium.
Yeah, which honestly I don't know what that means, but it sounds good.
Big.
It's larger.
Bigger, I think, yeah.
A branding thing that makes it sound cool. Yeah, that's really cool, actually. And your valances are all the way at the very top, so it gives you this height perspective. It really makes the slides feel taller and higher. I really like the overall look here. One thing that I didn't notice until it was pointed out are these. They actually put little drawstrings on here, which are really nice, and they move all across the channel here, so if you want them in the middle.
Yeah,
Very,
I'm
very
always the one
cool.
opening and closing the blinds every day, so I love having the drawstring. It just makes it easy to like grab it and pull them down instead of having to get way up behind the balances.
Oh yeah, and when I did a review, a long-term review on a Vanley Beacon, one of the challenges we always had was that the blinds would fold up and in, and you'd have to kind of reach in there and worm the blind back down. And this is just very thoughtful, and that's one thing that Alliance does very well. It's thoughtful things that can make your life a little bit more convenient when you're RVing.
Big shout out to Van Lee on their new interiors. They've stepped up their game big time.
And that's a lot to be said because...
Right. Have you seen the new white interior?
I have.
Oh
Linen
my
white, or white
God.
linen is absolutely gorgeous.
It
I just
is.
reviewed one recently. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So we have our theater style seating over here. I don't know why I call it style. It's theater seating. These are reclining. You have your manual pulls on this side. Another large window back here. Again, these are all blackout blinds. They don't have the shades though, right? It's just the blackout.
Just the
Right.
blackout.
Okay, which is honestly all you need. The shades aren't very functional, right?
Yeah. I probably wouldn't even like pull those down. I would just open it up for the day anyway, so it works.
Yeah, because there's something weird and nauseating about looking through a shade sometimes, or
Right.
like a screen.
Yeah, kind of
So
that
no.
blurred look. So.
I actually removed all of my my screens off the windows, and it
Oh,
makes it
did
look
you?
really. They just pop off. It's so nice.
Nice.
All right, coming around back here. Again, nice large windows. What I love about this sofa, and I can tell I like this more than mine right off the bat, is the depth of the cushions.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So many cushions. They like in our Brookstone, they might cut off right about here, so you feel like half your legs hanging off.
the feet, yeah.
This is nice. I'm going to sit down real quick so I can experience this. Oh, that is nice.
Yeah.
Matt, you want to take over?
Yeah, no, so here's what I will say. That sofa, I've been freeloading with Will and Jen. That sofa does its job. It's comfortable enough for me to sleep on it, but uncomfortable enough I don't want to go cross country with Will and Jen. So it gets the job done.
Are you the guy on the couch?
I am the what we refer to it on the program as the non-paying customer.
Okay, so we have looks like a 50-inch TV.
Yeah, one thing too I want to point out that because it's kind of a hidden thing. Yeah,
the flip
those
ups.
flip up. So those all have storage in them.
Absolutely, and you know what? You see a lot of manufacturers doing that now. Our Brookstone does it, but who led the way with that? Alliance.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep, Alliance identified a need there. Absolutely. 50-inch TV. You have some beautiful cabinetry above. They were very respectful in my unit, and they weren't opening everything up, so I'm not going to do that in
you
theirs.
can open anything. Whatever you want, open it all.
I already said I'm not going to do it, okay? It's just
There's
respectful.
anything in it,
Yeah,
so-
I see something right there.
There's just some electronic stuff. But
Everything's crammed under the bed, isn't it?
suitcases and all that.
Yeah, all of our electronics.
We don't use probably
Magnetic stops.
All soft close.
40% of the storage.
We don't.
There's so much.
Very nice. Is there storage behind your fireplace?
Not on the
Okay.
avenue.
I didn't think there was. Typically you would see a pull me here and a couple latches right there. You have your sound system right here. How do you like it? How's your sound system?
We haven't used it a lot.
I know, we don't use ours either. It's just,
Yeah, so I haven't like really tested it out, but
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's probably fine. You know, it's like
Yeah. It is what it is kind of
what it
thing.
is, yeah.
I do like the design and the trim work here at the end of your island though.
Yep.
Yep. This definitely has kind of that lighter, you know what this has? This has the feeling of an RV that somebody went through and renovated.
Yep.
Right.
But you get that from the factory. That's really cool. Some of the colors in here, especially the way it looks, this is almost when you would see the before and after shot of somebody taking their before with dark colors, very, very dingy looking, and turning it into something beautiful, because that's what it looks like in
Which
here.
we did that with our first fifth wheel. We had a Cougar, it was really dark, and we renovated it, and it was a pain in the butt. So I was, it was very
This is
happy
what we wanted.
just to get this, and I have to do it myself.
No, it's gorgeous.
And it was spearheaded by a great guy, one of our good friends, Ab Saleh. How do we say his last name?
I think that's right. Yeah.
So Ab is the GM of the Avenue. So when you guys meet him at a RV show, his name is Ab, and he's the GM of Avenue. So we called it the Avenue.
Right.
So
Avenue.
yeah.
Got it.
He
so
loves that.
He loves that.
Yeah, there's no comic relief like this on my channel, by the way. You gotta watch these guys for this. Okay, so moving on to the rest of the kitchen. Looks like you have some cabinets down here. You have some drawers, and are all of these slow closing? Oh, magnetically latched.
Yeah.
Slow closing drawers.
Yes,
They are.
Drawers, you have to kind of give them a little push, but then they'll soft close.
No, but that's nice though. It's nice that they put that, and they put that both on the Paradigm as well as the Avenue, which is nice. You have your coffee maker here. This is a great, absolutely wonderful little cooking area. I love the fact that you have all this space on each side of your stove, and I know that's a big thing for Alliance. They like to focus on giving you room around your cooking area, so that's very nice.
That was a big reason for me why we picked this, because our Cougar that we had before was almost the same floor plan, except for the pantry was there. And so the coffee bar kind of area over there was longer, but then you hardly had any space next to the stove. So I prefer this layout a lot better, because it's just, when you're cooking, it's nice to have that space next to it.
Yep. And that's what's nice about a dedicated rear living room floor plan as well, is they have a lot of space to work with the kitchen. Nice microwave. Is it convection?
No.
It is not. No.
I know how you feel. I have non-convection
I know.
problems
that was
as well.
I really wish it was a convection, but...
Grand Design would have given you perfection.
Just sit on that comfortable couch and be quiet. Yeah. So we got 3 drawers right here. You got your 2 cabinets. This actually feels very similar to our Brookstone. Yeah, very, very tall. I like how they do that. Actually, the exact same single basin stainless steel sink that we have, and the all stainless version of the same faucet we have. Very, very nice. This thing works really great too.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been really happy with the one in our RV. It works so much better than the Chaparral we had before. Stepping this way, this is the new Norcol 12-volt residential refrigerator. You mind if I open it up?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm assuming you pull on handles here.
Yeah.
And it opens up. Hey, Matt, can you check the expiration on the milk, please?
Yes.
Naked.
Uh-oh, I got onions folding. There we go, there we go. Then you got a drawer underneath here. Can I open your pantry?
Yeah.
Real quick. Can I just...
Little Debbie. We do have zebra cakes in there.
And I'm not going to cut that out. Just quick, can I open up anything I want? Okay, so that way I don't have to keep asking, you know? All right, so this is all Matt's shelf right here.
Yes.
Very nice pantry, very deep pantry as well. I like this little area right here and how they backlight that space.
Yeah. Like become our charging station.
It has, yeah.
Very nice. And I like the actual very usable countertop that they put here.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't realize that kitchen space is so important, and it only takes going out a couple times and having a feel that you're in like a residential style kitchen to really make an RV decision pop and go, wow, that's the right floor plan.
Right. Well, especially like when you're living in it full time, like it has to be usable enough to cook off.
It does,
and stuff.
yeah.
And one thing I like that they did too is they put the sink all the way over to the side, so you get this whole big area too. This is usually where we wash dishes and then we put them up here to dry.
Yep.
So we have plenty of space there. So overall, I feel like they were like really thoughtful with the design of the kitchen and maximizing your countertop space and stuff.
Yeah.
Agreed. So you have 2 AC units, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
How do they cool the unit down? Do they work pretty well for you?
Work great.
Oh yeah. And they're quiet too.
Very quiet.
Okay. And when did you get this RV?
December, mid-December.
Yeah. So
Mid-December?
like
Okay.
2 months.
About 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to that topic in summer when you're in Florida.
Yeah.
So.
No, for sure.
We'd like
We
to test-
definitely
yeah.
will.
We
We've had a
haven't
couple of hot days, but not like hot,
Mhm.
you know.
Summer hot, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, very
we'll
cool.
definitely test that.
Love the lighting up here, all LED, of course. I love how they've trimmed everything off as well. Very, very nice. This is a beautiful interior. Guys,
Yeah.
this is just absolutely gorgeous. It makes me reevaluate my whole dark look. You know, I got the bat cave going on over there, and then in here, this is just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
They've done a
right.
phenomenal job. And this is the first avenue that I've actually walked through, so
Cool.
very cool.
Hey JD, can I have one more thing? They actually own this. They bought it with their own money, which really says a lot, you know.
They didn't buy it with your money?
No.
Okay.
But you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, this wasn't like a loaner or like a 1 year
promo
dollar
type
thing.
thing,
yeah.
Like they're making the monthly payment, which I think says a lot as well about this.
Yep, and that's one of the reasons why when we bought ours, you want to be able to give an honest evaluation. And when things are sponsored too much, you oftentimes feel like you can't.
Yep.
And even if you can, even if they encourage you to, you sometimes feel like you can't because you don't want to hurt a brand that's helped you so much.
Yep.
So the fact is that even with Coachman, you know, I told them, whatever we get into, you know my channel, we want to be real about it. And boy, they probably regret that decision. All right, so let's make our way up here. I love all of this. Take a look at the bathroom. Nice ceiling heights for a mid-profile.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, very nice in here. Bathroom looks beautiful. Like the solid surface countertop in here as well. I like it when they use these smaller stainless steel basin sinks in the bathroom. There's no need for a huge sink in the bathroom that takes up too much space, and I like that.
It's funny. I'm like exact opposite. I always felt, well, I wish I had, because we have plenty of countertop space, but I wish you can't really like wash your face over the sink because it's not deep enough, doesn't come out. So I'm usually like washing my face out here. So I wish it was a little bit bigger, but it's always a give and take because some people want more countertop space.
Well,
you know?
the point you just made is a point that everybody looking at RVs will always make. What somebody loves, somebody else may hate. What somebody hates, somebody else may love. This is just a representation of how I feel about it, right? So same with y'all, same with Matt. And I always encourage people to subscribe to every RV channel that's out there. I don't really care what it is because everybody, just like your home, some people like golden oak. Oh God, I hate golden oak inside of a home. But some people love it, and they won't buy a home unless it's all golden oak.
Right.
That's their opinion on it. I'm not one to judge them for that. I just have my own opinion, and that's how RVs are, right? We all can only express our opinion. I love what you just said. The fact is, a bigger sink would function better for how you use it.
Right.
Cosmetically, I like the smaller sink, but that doesn't mean functionally it's going to work for everybody.
And it's different for what your needs are and everything, so it's always a give and take.
Absolutely.
With RVs, it's always like you're giving up one thing to have another usually. So
Absolutely right. All right, 2-piece shower. How do you guys feel about the shower? You guys have had to use it. Is it big enough?
Good height. Yeah, I prefer the one-piece fiberglass, but it's worked fine for us. It's worked good.
Yeah.
And there is plenty of height, plenty of width and everything.
yeah,
So.
yeah.
You guys, have you guys ever been in those Columbus or the Heartland gateways where they put like a full residential bathroom in it? It's
don't think
literally
so,
like
actually.
walking into a home's bathroom. It's
really?
It's crazy how large they are, but they take up a lot of room. So if you don't need that in an RV bathroom is something you're going to spend a minimal amount of time in. If you can get the job done, it's functional. That's one of those areas I'm actually willing to compromise a little bit on size.
Yeah, I like having more interior space out here in the main living space. So we kind of give up on that. So.
Absolutely. And a lot of people think, you know, if I had a larger shower, what am I giving up? Am I giving up countertop space, cabinet space? A lot of times you're giving up a space you can't see that houses a piece of equipment that needs to be there.
Yeah.
So,
oh, true.
I'm not going to sit on the toilet. I assume that it's been well used with Matt being in here, so porcelain foot flush.
Hey, true story, they make me use the bathhouse.
We do not make him. He just goes on his own.
I try to be respectful.
To who? The other RVers or that? All right, so I love the floor. I love the lighter look. I mean, everything in here has a very light tone to it, very airy, very fresh. King size bed. Yep. Wasn't expecting that. That's actually really nice. A lot of these mid-profile units with these lighter weights that are relatively short, you don't get a king-size bed, so that's really nice. I love your nightstands. Also really nice. You got your power controls, everything here. What would have been cool, I think, is if they make something that maybe folds down to hold a CPAP or something for folks that have sleep apnea, things like that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
There's definitely not a good spot in there if you needed something like that.
I was going to say, you can open the closet if you want. It's washer, dryer prepped in there, and it's actually a really good sized closet, again, for a mid-pro.
It's latched, but yeah.
Got a lot of clothes, but...
Well, you're living in your RV, so you need to have a lot of clothes. Very nice. No, and I love the barn-style doors right here.
Yeah.
And they do it on the main bedroom door, too, which I like. In our last one, it was a regular door. And I just feel like once you open this up, it just makes it feel more open, like in this whole area coming in here.
No, it really does. It's very nice. I like that they put your thermostat in the bedroom as well, so you can control the AC right next to your bed. The one thing that I don't see, which is always something I appreciate when manufacturers do, is put a light switch for the bedroom next to the bed.
Yeah.
That's a good point, yeah.
That would be a good idea.
It would, yeah.
Yep, so I now only need to come up with 63 things that I don't know. Joking. No TV on the wall? Are you not going to put one there, or do you prefer not to have one in the bedroom?
We were going to, but like we haven't really found the need for it. So
same thing with the washer dryer. We said, like, let's just live in it, use it for a bit to determine if we really feel the need for it before we put out all the money and then realize, like, oh, we really didn't need this. So that's kind of what we're doing with the TV as well.
Well, and this is the part people don't realize that differentiates YouTubers from everyone else in the world. This is probably where you sit up late at night editing videos.
Actually, I'm on the theater seats. I could sleep on the theater seats.
For me, yeah, my wife's there and I'm sitting up editing videos all night. So, yep. And this flips up, I take it, right?
It does not.
It does not.
It does not flip up. Okay, so that's a little bit different.
It is, because the Paradigm does.
Yeah, the Paradigms do that.
Yeah, and I kind of wish it had that. I would just because, like, that's where I keep, like, jewelry and stuff. It'd be nice to just throw it in the dresser and not have to worry about putting that away when we move.
But it looks like you get 2 extra drawers because of that, though. So the drawers go pretty much all the way up to the top. You don't have that pocket that you need to be able to support that there.
Right,
so that's kind of nice, too.
Yep.
Very, very cool. And it dips down a little bit right here. This is where that mid-profile aspect comes into play. But the ceiling is actually really high for a mid-profile unit.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Fit in here fine.
Yeah, I fit great.
Yep. All right. Well, let's take a look at the outside of this unit. Okay, so now we're on the outside of this really, really nice avenue. And again, starting from the front, it has the Kurt Rotaflex front suspension pin box, which is really nice. It just has that rubber bushing to help reduce some of that chucking and vibration. You have 2 awnings extending the outside of this unit. This is going to be one of your propane cans right here. 30-pound propane cans is nice. Sometimes on mid-profile units you see 20-pound propane cans up front, so that's really nice.
Yep.
Mind opening the front latch here?
There's a lot of stuff in there, but...
Got your speakers right here. I like the fact that they have thicker baggage doors, magnetic holds up top, and double slam latches. Got a couple electric bikes. Big shout out to Electric. They are a great company to work with. They pretty much send a bike out and say, you know what, do your worst to it and let us know what you think.
Right.
So, and that's rare. Some manufacturers want to send you 100 talking points out.
Right.
The downside of it is you got to figure out some of the things on your own, but you could always call them, but great company to work with. This is not a drop frame, so this is probably going to be, let me look at the frame real quick. This looks like it might be a 10-inch frame.
I think they use 10-inch. Oh, here it is right here. Oh, no, it doesn't say.
This is actually
use a 2-inch torsion tube.
Okay, so this is actually an 8-inch I-beam frame, but then they use a boxed section beneath it right here for reinforcement.
Yeah.
So Alliance does some different things with their Lippert frames. It's an 8-inch frame going back with a boxed section that runs a pretty long length of it. So that's actually a pretty good setup on this. and it gives you quite a bit amount of room right here. Plus this is on a 101-inch wide body frame, which means you have about 5 inches additional width on the inside. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up very quickly in terms of giving you space around things, walking space, space for your shower, space for the hallway, all of that. A lot of folks ask me why focus on these thicker baggage doors.
Right.
From hitting bikes, hitting things that move around. If you put one of these really thin baggage doors up front here, bet you all this stuff would have cracked through the door already.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yep, very cool. Okay, working our way back. Is this on a friction hinge? I'm guessing it is. It is a friction hinge door. Standard screen door. This has the same Lippert solid steps that I have, the XF. Basically gives you an extra wide footprint right here. If you compare this against some of the other brands that are out there, they have really wide rails on the side and it makes the steps very thin. But this is a very cool step. They put a nice little light above it right there. Again, all Asdel construction on the outside, basically impervious to water, so you don't have to deal with delamination issues. Talk about some of the things that they do right here. Twin 6,000-pound axles, Dexter 3,500-pound rated springs. They reinforce their spring hangers. This is something that we had Lippert do on ours, but basically they V the center of it, which adds a lot more structural reinforcement. Plus they give you the heavy-duty shackle straps. I always talk about this when I do walkthroughs. I like that Alliance puts the pictures right here because they show you the type of failure you can see with these cheaper styles of shackle straps. And then they give you an upgraded Cree 3000 suspension system. Let's see if we can see all that stuff under here. There it is. The tires that come on here are Castle Rock tires. Not a big fan of those. I would probably upgrade to a G-rated tire.
Yep.
It would give you a lot more puncture resistance, a lot more stiffness in terms of, you know, going over different types of road conditions, more resistance to heat, and hold up a little bit better. The challenge that you get with G-rated tires is the fact that they make the ride a little bit stiffer.
Okay.
Only because they don't flex quite as much.
Right.
But with your setup with the Cree 3000, you should be in good shape to throw G-rated tires on your unit.
Cool.
Have the Lion's Head warranty on these, so that's always a good thing. They're probably going to replace your tires at no charge for you.
Probably, yeah.
Got your 110 outlet out here. Nice little Alliance decal in the back. You have your sewer hose holder under here. Rack and pinion slide right here. Coming around this way. So Will, you wanted to stop on this ladder for a second. What's going on with the ladder?
Yeah, so there's tons of shortages in the industry right now. So they had to throw this heavy duty ladder on, and it just so happened that we got one of them. But then they had to throw them on a bunch of them, and the feedback from the customer has been great about them. It's rated higher for like 300 pounds, and it just feels a lot more sturdy. So I think that's something they're going to continue with.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah.
One of the areas where a shortage has actually benefited the industry.
Exactly.
You have a spot for a wireless backup camera up there.
Yes.
You going to throw one up there?
We have one. We just got to get it up. So
oh, good deal. Good deal. So there's no bumper on the back. This is not unique to Alliance, but Alliance has decided to not go with the 4-inch tubular bumper on the back. A lot of folks would put their sewer hose in there. That's why you have the sewer hose holder underneath. Right. I prefer the bumper. I do, only because it does add a little bit of protection in the event you bump something in the back. They do put the 2-inch receiver hitch back here, and it is rated to tow because it has the chain loops as well as the 4-way connector right here for the brake lights and all of that. And this has a rated capacity of 3,000 pounds towing with a 300-pound hitch weight. I personally, though, would not use this to tow.
No, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, it's a lot of stress across the overall length. The way the Lippert technician kind of pointed it out to me was, if you add a lot of weight back here, a lot of dynamic leverage, a lot of dynamic weight that's constantly moving as you go over bumps, everything from the back to the very front is flexing and bending, including your sidewall. So where you start to see cracks in your sidewall is the fact that your sidewall is rigid. It doesn't bend. It doesn't flex. And when you force it to, you start creating stress cracks.
That's interesting. I'd always steered away from not towing behind it for a safety reason as well. But, you know, that's good to know structurally as well. Yeah,
it's just a safer way of towing by not towing. Okay, coming around back. All LED lighting. This has standard windows. These are framed windows. Now, Alliance actually has a method to this madness. They choose to go with these windows because they give you better air circulation. They give you the ability to slide a window open to allow cross ventilation to come in versus your frameless windows, which really only tilt out and you don't get quite the same amount of cross ventilation. Then you have the little slide helpers right here. Basically, these help pop your seals out. This is a rack and pinion slide as well. Coming up here. This one operates on a Schwintek slide. So that's this rail system right here. You have your furnace as well as your water heater right here. You want to pop open this baggage door so we can take a look at the wet bay? Okay, so here is your wet bay access. They put strut arms on this door to keep it from hitting the slide. And then that is a Nautilus panel, which is really nice. Very nice, cleanly laid out. Very nice.
And then you have your shut off like you did too.
Oh, good, yeah.
It's a must.
That is absolutely a must.
It only takes once.
Yeah. Or it takes seeing somebody deal with it once for you to realize, the importance. Okay, so what have you done? Is there anything on the exterior of this unit? We saw a bunch of stuff on the interior, but have you done anything besides that on the exterior noteworthy?
I don't think so. We have plans to. We'll do slide toppers, I think. And then we'll do the cameras. And then the one thing I want to get installed like ASAP is a tire pressure monitoring system. Gotcha. So, but on the outside, that's pretty much it, I think.
Okay. You know, one thing, just something to be aware of when you put slide top awnings on. They work great. They do what they're designed to do, which is really to make cleaning off the top of your slides a lot easier, especially if you stay under trees and foliage like that over there. But there's a downside to it. Okay. You know what that downside is?
Isn't it the wind noise?
It's not just wind noise. It's the fact that they can be damaged in the wind too. So if we have a really windy day like yesterday, where it was super windy out here, a lot of people don't realize how windy it gets down here. It gets really windy.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Yep. And you have to be careful because your slide top awnings can actually get torn off.
Oh, wow.
So the last thing you want to do is come to your RV and see that you have your slide top awnings torn off. So it's just something to add from a consideration perspective. It doesn't happen all the time, and a lot of folks will retract their slide in about halfway to just keep that wind surface area down a little bit, but it is something to keep in mind.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
All right, but this is an absolutely beautiful unit, and yes, they did purchase this unit themselves, so this was not a full sponsored unit. I'm sure, you know, manufacturers do give some discounts and they make it a little easier for influencers to get into them, but I'm going to tell you that it's not cheap. You're still paying a lot of money, and it's usually only a small percentage less than what somebody going to a dealership. Actually, oftentimes it's the same discount somebody might be able to negotiate at a dealership if they try hard enough.
Pretty much.
You just get offered it right off the bat.
Exactly.
That's really the only difference.
Exactly.
But no, I really appreciate it. I know Jen's inside, Will's out here. No, it's a beautiful unit. I absolutely love the interior of it.
Thank you.
So it's very, very cool.
That was a big selling point for us too.
Oh, and when you're ready to get a truck, hit me up. Let me know.
I will.
I'll help you out.
Do the exit without us, JD.
Here he comes. He's running up here.
Yes. Make sure you check out Master Reviews Towables, but more importantly, if you like this unit, make sure you check out my best friend's channel, Will and Jen.
I appreciate that.
You know, we're starting the full-time journey in this avenue, so we're definitely like testing it out. We've been living in it for about a month now, so we're excited to take a lot of cool trips with it this year and just like really put it to use and test it out, and maybe in another year we'll have even a more in-depth review of it after we use it.
Well, how many miles have you driven with it so far? Do you know?
So we drove from Florida home to Maryland, then back to Florida, then to Texas. So
you guys got some miles on it then.
For having it a month and a half.
Yeah, we've been using it a lot, and we love it so far. So
yeah.
Nope. And you're down here in Texas. What do you think of the property out here?
Oh, I love this. This is cool.
Yeah. So sunny and bright and nice and flat and everything. We had our one dog Tucker outside earlier, and he was in heaven running around here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's kind of the perfect area for it. And Matt's out here, and I'm not sure what's going to happen because they said they're leaving him here, and I'm going to lock the gate.
I don't know, man. I want to get a Texas steak, medium rare, and throw some ketchup on it.
Oh, God.
Ketchup?
How disrespectful.
Don't, Matt.
JD's like, get out of here.
Matt,
get off my
Matt,
property.
you just disrespected me, and you disrespected the whole state of Texas.
Yeah, a lot of this is going to get cut out. Yeah, you won't make it out of the state with that.
You know what, Matt? For your safety, it's better if you just go on.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys coming out here and spending the day with me. It's absolutely a beautiful unit. Great people. Great channel. I mean, this is about as authentic as it gets. Just really, really good people. So take a moment, please subscribe to their channel. Everybody on YouTube in this community can use the support. And I appreciate the support you guys have shown me. I appreciate you guys coming out here, taking a look at our RV, and hopefully we'll get together real soon.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us.
Yeah.
All right, guys, if you haven't had a chance, wait, what were you going to say?
Thank you to eTrailer.
Thank you to eTrailer. Always thank you to eTrailer. Yeah. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again really soon. One more jump in the air.
All right.
3, 2, 1, oh!